What's up, people? Course here, coming at you with another Paragon deck build. Today we're going to be looking at my girl Sparrow. She is a safe lane carry, and she is of the affinities growth and order. She has the basic attack of 10, so she hits like a truck. Now, starting out with the prime card, I go with the Archmagus. I think the 30 power is the most beneficial. Granted, though, you can argue that the 27.5 attack speed does benefit Sparrow pretty well, but I tend to go power because I think power is king right now. But if you do go with the attack speed, I still think you're in good shape. Now, as we get down to the consumables, I have them filled out pretty well. This is normally what I would run. I would go, if I have a support that actually has wards, or they're placing if they're placing wards, I would go with the health potion and the healer token, especially if the enemy team is really somebody that can poke, you know. Now, if I know I'm laning against somebody that can bully a little bit, I might go health potion with the 2 strike tokens. So use your judgment. But if you're playing with a support that doesn't really know what they're doing, or if they just don't have wards for whatever reason, I would go with health potion, strike token, Scout's Ward, just so you make sure you have that vision. You do not have an escape as Sparrow, and in this deck I do not use the blink charm, so keep that in mind. You have to have positional master. You have to be able to know where you are and be aware of the map. So you want to make sure that your support has wards. Now, depending on which way you go, you can use the strike tokens to fill. You can use the healer token to fill if you need that little extra regen. And make sure once you get to about level 6 or 7, you replace your health potion with your hunter strike, because then it will start healing you for more than that health potion. Now, as we get down here, I have a Brawler's Ward. Now, this is the first card in the deck, which is good because this is my dummy ward. Since Sparrow, like I said, it's all about positioning. If you get caught out, you're pretty much through unless you can kill the person who caught you out. So I go with this dummy ward early on. I place that down, then I retreat, and I go get my consumables. So make sure you keep a dummy ward in your decks just so you have that vision up, because you cannot depend on your team all the time to have wards for you. If you are a carry, it's your responsibility to have wards, or at least a dummy ward, just as much as your support. Yeah, so if you're expecting somebody else to do it, then you're doing a bad job. Some people might think that's wrong, but I don't know. That's just my philosophy. Now, as you get down here, Adamant Edge, I have 2 of those. Now, this card I like because it gives you a nice boost to damage, and damage is, I think, king, especially early game. That's more important than crit, attack speed, whatever. You want to have that power. So this card gives you 6 power, 60 health, and then 12 power once you fully upgrade it. And I equip this with 3 minor strikes, which gives you another 18 power. Now, between the both of these, that'll have you hitting fairly hard early game, and it'll also just allow you to last hit a little bit better. Also, when your jungler's coming around trying to get the gank, this will help you get secure that kill. So always go with the power early, and the 120 health that you'll get from both of these together is also pretty good. It's not anything crazy, but a little bit of health does help. Now, as you get down here, it's the Sage Ward. Now, this will be your actual ward for the rest of the game. Now, you can build this early on if you think you need it, or you can build it later game, especially if your support is dropping wards pretty well. But you want to make sure you have this ward up just so you have that vision. Like I said, you don't want to get caught out. So this ward gives you 6 power, 60 health. Then I equipped it with 3 minor strikes. This ward is good because, I mean, it gives you damage. So some people say, oh, I don't take ward because, you know, I want to focus on building my damage. You can still build damage with your wards, and it keeps you from getting ganked, or at least it gives you a better chance of getting away. So build this early on if you think you need it. I recommend it on Sparrow just because she has no escape. Now, as we get down here to the deck proper, now depending on how you want to build, if you have your 3 damage cards here, let's say you go with the Sage Ward first, I would go with the Wind Carver's Blade first. This card gives you 6 power, 5.5 attack speed, then 12 power once you upgrade it, and I equipped it with 3 kinetics. The reason for this, the rest of the deck is mostly crit and lifesteal. The reason I went with a little bit of attack speed though is because you do have the relentless strikes, and once you hit people, if you can hit them consecutively, you do more damage each time. Now, getting shots out faster gives you more chances to get shots and to keep that damage stacking. So that's why I build a little bit of attack speed with Sparrow. Now, you can go with more attack speed if you want, but I think the crit and the lifesteal, I like that build a little bit more, but attack speed with Sparrow is definitely viable, so keep that in mind. You can change this deck up. So Now, let's say that you want to build more power first. I would go with this 12-point Spirit of Rift Hunter and keep my Adamant Edges and my Sage Ward, so that you do have that power running early on. So this card is 6 power, 4 crit, then 8% crit once you upgrade it. And it has 3 major casts. So if you once you build this, you'll get a nice little spike to power there. And a little bit of crit as well. Now, once I have that one, I would go with my second Spirit of Rift Hunter, which is exactly the same, but this one, instead of having 3 major casts, it has a Righteous Wound, which is 12% crit. So right there, this card alone will give you 24% crit chance, so you'll be sitting at 36. And then I will build my last Spirit of Rift Hunter, which is the same as that last one. Gives you another 24% crit chance, so that'll put you at 60. So you'll have 60% crit, and the last card that you're going to build is going to be your Sword of the Altar. And this card right here will give you 10% lifesteal, because you get 2.5 once you equipped it, and then you equipped it with the 3 lesser drains, which will give you 10 lifesteal. And more importantly, it'll give you the full upgrade bonus of 100% crit bonus. So that will make your Sparrow hit very hard. So people, that's what I'm building for Sparrow right now. This deck seems to work really well for Sparrow. It has a decent amount of attack speed, it has a nice bit of damage, 60% crit, which is good. And it can really delete a team, especially once you pop your ultimate. But as always, let me know what you think of the deck build down in the comments. If you like it, if there's something that you would change, I love to hear people's feedback. Also, let me know who's your favorite carry right now. I think my favorite carry right now, even though he's not top tier, is probably going to be Revenant. Revenant is, I don't know, it's something about his playstyle I just love. But let me know who's your favorite carry. Also, leave a like if you like this video. Subscribe if you're not subscribed already. And share the video out. It helps me out a lot, and maybe somebody else will find it beneficial. As always, people, this is Ars, of course. I appreciate you taking the time to watch the video. We'll see you in the next video or live stream. Have a good one. Peace.